Sorry, I unmuted myself and then I realized that I had to move my computer, so I muted myself again. But hello and welcome to the stream tonight. If you're able to join, thank you for joining. I still can't see my chat box through Streamlabs. I looked it up and it says that what is it called? It says that like the authentication for it has probably expired, so I have to log out and then log back into my Streamlabs and that will fix it, I think. But I don't want to do that today. So, not going to do that today. But if I have the stream open on my phone to the side, then I'm able to see like the chat usually. Sometimes my phone acts weird about it, but I will try my hardest to see the chat. If you feel like I did not see your chat, you're welcome to resend it, and hopefully I will be able to see it then. But welcome to the stream. When I streamed Friday, I did a lot of world building things for a world that I have with some friends, and I want to continue doing that today because my boyfriend couldn't attend the stream on Friday and asked that I stream today and continue to do world building things. So I'm gonna stream today and do more world building things. At the moment, I think for like this first part of the stream, I'm gonna do what I did on my stream on Friday, which is just like share my screen as I'm typing things. And like share my screen as I'm like typing stuff on the like Wikipedia page I'm putting together on it. It's not a real Wikipedia page. I'm making it through Wixsite. And it's just me making a fake Wikipedia for it. But so I think the first part of the stream will be me doing that and doing that stuff. And then I think another part of the stream will be me drawing and working on art today, and doing doodles for the world building, because I should probably start making, I want to make like concept art for it, like that cool fantasy concept art you see, for different stuff. I want to make art like that. That's just concepts of what I think the environments in the world look like. I might also design some stuff that's not story specific. Hello, Nutadiv. That's a fun username. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. If you're interested, I have a Discord server for the stream community underneath the stream. If you would like to join that, we do votes on stuff that I do on stream and off stream, and I share things there and ask for requests from my community. Also, if y'all didn't notice, I drew a new follow like a little new follow notification because I'm trying to update all of my stuff. Here. I'm going to make it bigger and do it again so you all can get the full experience. So it's gonna be like the size of my head. Okay. So, are you all ready to see how cute this animation is? I'm genuinely proud of myself for this animation. Okay, follow. Look at it! Look at how cute that is. It has like the little, it has animation on it and stuff, and it still has my old Twitch name, but I think that's because I haven't changed anything on Streamlabs. But yeah, it's so cute, and I'm so proud of it. And I'm very happy with how it looks, because I think it's nice. But, oh, I got so off topic. Here, let me put the notification back in place so it's not all the way on the wrong part of the screen. Okay, there we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but so I did world building the last time, so I'm gonna do that again this time. But this time on stream, I think part of it will be drawing. Oh yeah, concept art. I was talking about concept art. I might make art for stuff that's not necessarily story related because the world itself has like a main story now that I'm kind of drafting the pieces together for. Um, and then, oh, there were other thoughts in my brain. Um, my brain gets distracted so fast. Oh no. Okay. So the universe like finally has like a story to it, but I wanna do that today. But I also wanted to I like having like a little talking session at the beginning before jumping into stuff, so that way it's a little more relaxed and there's a fun little buffer period, so that way we're not jumping into the meat of the stream immediately. But so we're gonna work on that stuff today. I'm excited. My chat box still won't connect to Streamlabs, but I talked about that at the beginning of the stream. It just bothers me. I have thoughts. I swear, guys. I swear there are thoughts in my brain. Can't seem to remember them though. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and start doing world building and begin on things. Trying to use my brain. My head be empty. So empty, in fact. Okay, so I think we should be able to go ahead and start looking at world building things and beginning doing that stuff. I do plan on I'm gonna repeat myself so many times. I do that every stream. If you're new to the stream and you don't know that, I repeat myself a lot, so be ready for that. But okay, so I can begin doing world building things. I have made progress from the last time I streamed. Let me make sure that this is... there we go. Okay, so last time I streamed... Oh, this is gonna lag. Here, I'm gonna close some of my tabs so it's easier on my computer. Because my computer is mad at me. Okay, that should be better. We'll see how this runs. Like, still the last time that I streamed, my stuff crashed. So, we're gonna see how this goes, and hope it works out for me. My computer's just old. And until I have money until I have the option to have a better computer, I need to, vibe and just make what I can work. I'm gonna close that tab, too. Okay. It lags so bad on my end. Okay, so last time I streamed all of this, the guild descriptions, there wasn't this. I didn't have all of this information typed out. So I have all of that. These species also didn't have these summaries underneath them, but I wanted to add those, so I did that off stream. So that's all new. All of the species, I added satyrs to the list as well. Dragons have more description to them. And I also have a giant to-do list now at the very end of the doc that I'm showing you all. So here, yeah, this. I have a bunch of stuff on here that I need to do. But the first thing that I want to get done on this document is finish, because, okay, so I think I explained this the last time I streamed world building, but on this document I have the things that I write out, and then I comment on them with Google Docs comment function, and I comment on them that I need to write more for them, or that I need to do stuff to them. So underneath kingdoms and stuff, there's add summaries and ruling family description. I'm trying to make sure that the stream doesn't crash. So every now and then I pause and I have to make sure that the stream is still functioning properly. Okay. So I want to continue working on this and continue adding more to this. I have a bunch of kingdoms typed out, and I need to add more to them and continue developing them. Um, but my head is empty. I also need to organize them and make sure I put them in the right section of where they're located. And like some of these kingdoms, empire places are like an entire continent, but that's mainly the caps of the world, like the North and South Pole, basically. Um, okay. So I should probably go ahead and work on this stuff. Okay, so like the Yulin Empire is one of the kingdoms in the world. It is on the ring Pulchra, which is why there's this little subtitle of Pulchra to make sure y'all know that that's the continent it's on. The Yulin Empire is part of backstory for one of my characters, and then it's mostly it like has like some political importance in the plot, but it's not like a story important kingdom, at least not at the moment, and not to like the main story. So we have the Yulin family, which is the ruling family. It starts with Antonius Yulin. The bloodline has gone on for quite some time, eventually resulting in several political marriages, including the most recent between the Yulin family and the blossoming empire. Um, and these two, Nitya and Carter, are the parents of of my character Ankita, who ran away from the empire. Um, it's like not necessarily a good empire. They're not like active villains in the story, but like if the series was about Ankita and Ankita's backstory, they would be villains. Like they're not good people, not morally okay. Um, so the summary needs to be about the kingdom itself. It needs to be a summary about like the people and the culture and everything. So the Yulin Empire is located in the temperate forested ring of Pulchra, founded by the goddess Helder. I forgot that Helder was a goddess. I thought Helder was a god. Am I stupid? No, I'm not. Helder is a god. I'm not stupid. I just didn't type it right here. Okay. So Helder is one of the gods. Okay. I have to figure out what I want to type for this. Okay, so like I don't necessarily have an aesthetic for the Yulin Empire, I guess. Um or like inspiration for them. I kind of have like general ideas for some of the other kingdoms and what they're like, but I don't really have that for the Yulin Empire. So I'm tempted to inspire it off of like Greek styles, so like that kind of white quartz architecture with all the pillars, um, and like statuesque type of things. I'm tempted to base it off of that. I think that that might work. Cause I didn't really have a plan for this empire. I didn't really have an idea for it. So, trying to think. Okay. So, the Yulin Empire is located in the temperate forested ring of Pulchra, founded by the god Helder. Because of its background of god-favored rulers and rulers with magic, it is a very magically influenced kingdom. So Carter is a gifted magic recipient. In my last stream, I talked about what gifted magic is. Basically, I'm gonna sum it up because I don't feel like doing the entire thing that I did last stream with like a whole diagram. But gifted magic is like the gods gave you magic and said, "Here, you're special. Have this." Carter receives that. I don't have anything else planned out about that because Carter receives it. I'm thinking of adding lore to that and being like, other people who were a part of this empire received it and stuff, you know? So, like, other rulers have received it. So it's like a thing for their family to receive magic. So The Yulan Empire, because of its background of god favored rulers and rulers with magic, it is a very magically influenced kingdom. So, I'm trying to think. It takes on a very stone aesthetic, with many of its buildings being constructed of quartz, marble, stone, rock, cement, and other sturdy materials. It is, however, very much filled with nature and greenery because of its position within Pulchra. Because Pulchra is meant to be this ring where a lot of plant life exists. It is a very, very plant heavy environment. So that is a big part of it. So even though it would have like that kind of overgrown feel to it, not overgrown, but like overgrown in a managed way. You know, I hope that makes sense. I have no idea if it does. But so Pulchra has like not Pulchra. The Yulan Empire has this very like overgrown energy to it that it's like covered in plant life and things. Um so covered in plant life, uh much nature going on. It is a land of silks and finery, one of the being one of the most wealthy empires. Yeah, it has like a very fancy aesthetic. So what's not stone is silk and rich fabrics and that type of stuff for like aesthetic purposes and making it look cool. I'm hoping so hard that the stream doesn't crash. I'm like stalking everything intensely. Did it crash? No. I sure hope it didn't. Doesn't seem like it did. Okay. I'm so sorry. At this point, I'm just paranoid that my stream will crash consistently. Okay. So it's one of the most wealthy empires. It's a land of silks and stone. So they use a lot of fabric and greenery to decorate this very white, gray, monochromatic area. It is also a land, however, of military prowess. It is one of the most military strong, like not empire, like I'm trying to think of the word, nations within Pulchra. The only real enemy in comparison being the Blossomling Empire. Because another part of lore is that the Blossomling Empire and the Yulan Empire are enemies, which is why they tried to have Nitya and Carter get married, and then Nitya passed away, and then like a bunch of other stuff happened. So that treaty doesn't really hold up very well. So that's that. Okay. So I don't really have any of the like sub-territories for this, but the next thing, okay, so there also has to be government, and what else did I put down for this one? Social structure. Okay. Social structure. Okay. So, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to use my big brain. I've also got to rearrange in my chair because I will move about 15 million times. Okay. So the next thing is government. So this is an empire. We have like emperor, empress dynamic. The ruling body is the royal family made of the emperor, empress, and their children. It is a patriarchal society with the emperor reigning above the empress. They function under a firstborn son or first son-in-law becomes the next ruler. No. Beneath the ruling body is a class of high mages who act as a council for the emperor. These mages are academically trained and chosen carefully every time there is a transition of rulers. Regardless of whatever the mages recommend, it is the emperor's word that is final. Okay. For every territory that is controlled by the Yuan Empire, there is a... Gotta wait for my computer to catch up. There is a emperor and mage council appointed official to rule in place of the prior ruler for that territory. So this is like one of those empires that like conquers you and then goes, you have a government? That sucks. You don't have one anymore, and I'm taking your person away. And now you have my person instead. So the next thing would be to make a pyramid like how I have for this one. But like, I kind of don't want to do that because I feel like trying to use Canva right now will make my computer crash. So we're not going to do that this time. So the next one would be the Blossomling Empire, which is enemy to the Yulan Empire. I have some stuff written for that. So the Blossomling government is made of 3 parts: the Royal Blood, the Council of the Lands, and the Elders of Justice. The Council of Lands is a group made up of 2 officials from every territory/kingdom they own who come to the capital where the royal family resides and speak upon empire-wide policies, growth, etc. The Council of the Lands is made up of, and then the people. And then I need to write about the Elders of Justice. Okay, so the social pyramid is the royal blood, capital officials, the blossoming army, high court nobles, low court nobles, middle class, low class, and then servants. So, blossomling is a species within this world that was made by the god. I think it's is it Helder? I think it's Helder. And the blossomling species was like, was like hunted / sought after for a really long time. So their population started to get weak and thin out, but then they were able to come back with the protection of the Svetok bloodline, which is not a blossomling bloodline, but they they made an empire that was then ultimately renamed the Blossomling Empire because they were dedicating themselves to helping Blossomlings. And so they took over a lot of states and areas where Blossomlings were not necessarily safe or where they were safe and that like surrendered to them. So the Blossomling Empire is ultimately in favor of Blossomlings without them being the ruling party. So there's the Svetok bloodline and the royal blood, so emperor, empress, etc., etc. Then there is the Council of Lands, and as described, the Council of Lands is the party that's like everyone for all the conquered territories, so that way they still have like a say in what's going on. in comparison to the Yulin Empire, which is like, here's the person who's in charge of you now. Do what they say. And then the Elders of Justice are kind of, it's like implied by the name of it. It's old people who sit in positions of power. It's old people who act kind of like the historians or whatever, who help advise on choices and make choices in place of the royals when needed. That type of thing. I don't really have much decided for them yet, but so the royal blood is at the top of the pyramid, but Council of the Lands and Elders of Justice are included in capital officials. Even if they don't necessarily live in the capital, they're still kind of capital officials. But there are groups that are really only considered capital officials if they live in the capital, the exception being the Council of the Lands. So everyone else who's inside capital officials lives within the capital. Then there's the Blossomling Army. Like I said, the Blossomling Empire is dedicated to helping Blossomlings. The Blossomling Army is not necessarily the military of the Empire. They have like a military, but the Blossomling Army is very specifically specially trained corps type of thing that is made up only of Blossomlings who wish to be a part of it. It's inspired by the Faunalise Corps from Magi. If anyone in the stream knows what that series is, I'm so sorry if y'all hear weird background sounds. I do live at home. I don't know how well you can hear it. But so in Magi, there's the Faunalise Corps, and the Faunalise are a race that have been detrimentally colonized and mistreated. And the Blossomling Army and the Blossomling race is inspired by that lore. So the Blossomling Army is the Faunalise Corps, but Blossomlings, basically. So then underneath Blossomling Army, there's High Court Nobles, Low Court Nobles, which are just nobles. They're like the high class individuals. And High Court and Low Court is more divided on income than anything else. And then middle class, low class, and servants, which are self-explanatory. So then after that, okay, so I need to write a summary for that empire. And then I need to write a summary for this one as well. I really need to organize these into the continents that they're a part of. A second, I'm gonna drink some water. I always consume so much water when I stream because I talk so much that my mouth gets so dry. Okay. So, trying to use my brain, y'all. I got none. My head is empty. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna type out a lot of that today. I can probably type out some of it since I wanted the first part of the stream to be like the writing portion. Well, I can go ahead. Actually, not yet. This information I can't copy paste. So. Okay. Okay, so sorry, I was answering messages that I had. Hello? Did the stream crash? I'll cry if it crashed. No, my phone's just stupid. I use my phone to look at chat when I stream because I can't have it open in front of my face the entire time. But cool. Sometimes my phone just won't connect to the stream and it acts weird, and then it makes me panic and it makes me think that the stream is gone. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna type out some more of the lore before I draw. Okay, so blossoming government, the royal blood, council of the lands, elders of justice. I talk about the council of lands. The elders, I'm gonna basically just type out kind of what I talked about. So the elders of justice are a group of the prior generation who act in positions of advising to the current rulers. They provide a viewpoint from the history of the empire to try and keep the empire in check. Occasionally, they make decisions on behalf of the royal blood when requested to, though their choices are often limited. They also tend to be retired political members, sometimes even relatives of the royal family who did not become rulers themselves. And I give my computer a minute to catch up. Here, I'm gonna close Wix because I'm not using it at the moment, and I'm hoping maybe that helps a little bit with the lagging. The royal blood is matriarchal and is almost always ruled by an empress, the eldest daughter of the family. The royal blood have final say in any decisions of the country. Okay, cool. That's that right now. And personally, I'm done writing and I kind of want to draw. So, I'm going to close my Google Docs pages and give my computer a second to breathe and catch up with itself because it's not doing great. Well, it's doing fine, but it's just lagging because it's like not used to streaming, or it's not really a streaming computer, so it doesn't have all of the stuff it's meant to have to stream. But it's a good computer. It works. I just need to get like a formal streaming and gaming computer to be able to like have really good streaming abilities, you know? I think I'm going to pull up my BRB screen and mute myself while I get set up to draw because I need to hook up my drawing tablet and then open the applications and get everything put together for that. So I will be right back when I have done all of those things. Okay, hi, I'm back. Sorry. I also decided that what I should do is make a list of things that I need to draw. For like this specifically. Um, so I'm gonna do that real quick while looking over this document. So don't mind me typing away for a minute. So art to do. I need to finish the world map. So all the continents and then all the kingdoms. I also am making like portrait icons for all of the characters in the universe, so that way I can use them to make the website look fun and aesthetic and nice. So I want to finish all the portrait icons. Draw all the guild emblems, because there are emblems for each guild. I need to draw a lot of visual resources for everything. Okay, I need to do reference sheets for all the characters. So I need to do that. Let me see. Okay, so I'm just kind of like scrolling through everything that I have written, because like, okay, so, ooh, you know, it'd be fun. So each god wasn't originally a god. They became gods because of like magic things. So I think it would be fun to draw the gods before their godhood. You know, I think that would be fun. So that would be fun. Oh, I have so many thoughts in my little brain. So okay. Sorry, I'm looking through stuff. Okay. So then I also need to design each like starter of the bloodlines. Because so the world and how it started is Vitanova is the god, basically like the god, like the big ruling one. And they started the world with 5 bloodlines, and those bloodlines like expanded and created created a population, made worship of Vitanova, that type of stuff. And then as those bloodlines like grew muddier and spread out, gods were born from that. So I need to design all of the all of the people from the bloodlines, just for fun, just because I want to, just because I think it's interesting and I like it. So I want to do that. So they started the okay. So I was looking at history. Where am I? Where am I? I'm looking at the dock right now. You all can't see it, but that's fine because I'm moving around a bunch and I don't want to subject you all to a bunch of chaotic scrolling. So, they have the bloodlines. After the bloodlines are each of the gods. I have those put down and drawing each of them before godhood. Okay. There is a sibling rivalry over a human. Human takes in the sibling rivalry. Because one of the gods, like two of the gods, end up in like a stupid sibling quarrel, and like one of them is like, I'm gonna take this person you like because you like them. And so he does. So that's great. So I have that put down. And then I'll get to the species later. So that's talking about Magic Born. I could probably draw a visual guide on Magic Born. I think that could be fun. So let me do visual guides. Let's do one for Magic Born. Let's also do one for the gods, because I think that would be fun. I don't know what it'd look like, but it would be fun. Okay, also there's a thing for like each god had to recruit a person to like populate their land, so they have to like pick people, but I don't really think that that's necessary to design at the moment. Actually, never mind. Design the humans all the gods pick first, starting the world. Hello, welcome to the stream, Saxo. Hello, welcome. I don't think the emote you tried to use worked. At least not on my phone, it didn't work. It's not popping up. It's just the little exclamation point. And then the word. Which is unfortunate, but it's fine. But welcome to the stream. I'm glad you could join. We're continuing to do world building things. Right now, you're just listening to my inane rambling about what I have to draw. Okay, where was I? Okay, so wildlings, they discover that they can make new species. Oh, it's a common nightbot command. I know you don't have nightbot, but that's fine. That's fair. I don't know what that is. Eventually I need to look at more bots and stuff for my stream, but that's very fair. Okay, so there's the species, which I'll get to later on the list. I just read that section. Okay, so then there's guild families. So I can do... I need to readjust in my chair again, so forgive the frantic sounds of adjustment and my creaky desk chair. Okay, so I need to do a visual guide on guilds and guild families. Because, like, they're kind of the same thing, but not really. Like, guild families started guilds and then, like, they grew after that. I also need to... This is the section on guilds. I need to add a comment that I need to write information for all of the guild families. Alright, summaries for all the guild families. Okay. So there's that. Oh, I need to do a visual guide on magic. Well, I need to do this, but I can't really do those until I have the information on all of them. Okay, so I need to do a visual guide on magic. So magic, and then it's taught magic, gifted magic. So I have that written down. I have all of that, and then there's guilds themselves. I will expand on that later, because I don't want to right now. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay, so design the founders for each guild. I need to do that. And then draw the emblems for each guild, because I have emblems decided, but I don't have that. But visual guides for each guild individually will be made. So I have that put down, and then there'll be visual guides for each guild family once I write the information for the guild families. Oh, I need to design the oh, my ear itches. Okay. Design the founders of each guild family. Design the current leaders of each guild family. That's what it is. Design the guild masters for each guild. Design the current guild masters. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Just for funsies. Those characters have nothing importance-wise, but like story-wise, but unless I end up deciding that I want them to. But otherwise, they're just fun designs to make. Okay, and then I need visual guides for each species. So I'll have to do that. I'm sorry y'all are having to sit through this as I ramble and mutter about what I'm supposed to do. And then that's characters. Background characters. Visual guides on transportation. I should probably do. Because there's carriages. And then there's trains. And then there's like rare forms like dragons and stuff. So that's that. Let me... Okay, so I have that put down. I have transportation. Visual guides for each continent and each kingdom territory. Continents can, like, that's just like, this is the environment and this is the plant life and demographics. That type of stuff, you know? Okay. Cool. I kind of have a to-do list now. I will have to expand on it gradually, but I do have a rough to-do list now for this. Okay. I think the first and most important thing that I still haven't finished is the world map. So let's find, that's not the one I want to show y'all, so get rid of that. Nope, that's the wrong thing. There it is. Drawing application. Okay. So what I really need to do is I need to finish the world map. Give me a second to find it. Because I've been working on it, but I still haven't finished it at all. Um, so this is the current world map in progress. I'm gradually making it less uniform because what I did is I just kind of copy and pasted the lines for a lot of this. So I'm gradually making it look less like copy and pasted lines, you know? Um, and I used another map. I used a map of the globe to make this. What are you? Oh, okay, that's to help me decide where land is, because without it being colored, it's a little hard for my brain to tell what I'm drawing. Okay, so I still need to continue making this less uniform because it is very much uniform, and I don't like it. But right now I just need to like edit all of the lines as I'm going through this. So let's do that. Oh, this is gonna lag so bad, and I love that for me. Okay. So here's our, let's zoom in some more. Come on, work with me, please. Okay, so I think I decided that I was done for this top space. Actually, here, I have this little red arrow to help me distinguish things, so I'm just gonna like edit the lines for where this little red arrow is, and then work my way up. So the way that the geography works, if you couldn't tell, is that it's constructed of 7 rings of continents. Like, they wrap around the entire globe, aside from, like, you know, breaks in them for rivers and islands and stuff. And each of them, sorry, I'm trying to like brain, and my head is empty. So there's the 7 rings, and then there's the like the north and south caps, like the poles, of the world. And the north and south poles are like a lot bigger than the continents, but those are also like the more desolate areas of the world because they're poles, so they don't really got much going for them. I'm like trying to figure out how I wanna. Maps are always fun to make. I do genuinely like making them. They can just be so exhausting to make, and I think that my issue with this one is that I was trying so hard for so long to make the map, and I just couldn't figure out how I wanted to do it for the longest time. So like I was just constantly frustrated, and so I just kept not doing it because I couldn't figure out how I wanted it to look. So I just, like, because it was so hard to get all 7 rings to fit the way that I wanted them to, you know? Because this is a very intense map design, you know? Like, you have all of the continents are these rings of land, and then you have the biggest parts of land are the caps, and then the middle one. So it just took me so long to try and figure out how I wanted the layout to work in the first place. So, like, it's been fun. It's been very frustrating, but that's fine. So now I'm finally working on it, and it's still taking me forever to finish. Because it takes a while, because you can't draw them the way that you can't draw it the way you do with normal maps where it's like random shapes to make continents, how some people do it. I have to like make sure that the lands are placed a certain way so that each ring is present, and I wanted each ring to be the exact same width, so I just copy and pasted the lines for each ring over and over and over again in hopes of making it work better, you know? So I think that part's good. This part looks very bland, so I'm gonna add some width here. Because this looks not chunky enough. There we go. Okay, I like that a lot more. So I'm just trying to go through and diversify the map and make it look better, because I don't want it to just look like the same continent copy and pasted. I want it to have this diversity to it where it does look like a bunch of things and it has a lot more character to it, you know? So that's that. So then our next part is, stop lagging, please. That's water, and then this is land. Okay. So I need to go through, and like I was working on this a while ago, and now I'm like going back and I'm like, well, that looks too cluttered, so I want to change it. So I'm trying to like change what I did last time while also doing what I wanted to do with it. So it's great. Oh, my brush is not working correctly. It's the lag. The lag is killing my computer. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna close this web page real quick. I still had Google Docs open. And I guarantee you that's part of my problem. Okay. So... why is this difficult? Like, I don't want the continents to feel too thin, like too slim that it's like awkward. So I'm like trying to make them thicker and like add that curvature to them so that they look nicer, like they belong better, you know? Stop. I want to keep that like that, but I want to add. Because, like, I've read a bunch of articles about how to draw maps, so, like, I have a general idea in my head of how to do it, but it just stays frustrating. And I don't want the continents to look the same. So I'm like trying to go through and patiently and dutifully redo everything from copy and pasting it so that it does look unique, but it still takes so long. And my brush is lagging. Stop, please. for the sake of my sanity. Like, you see how bland it is up here? It's just a straight line. And I hate it. I gotta add flavor to it. Make it fun, you know? Yeah. Like that. And add an island right here. And maybe one here. Where was that? Oh, and down. Okay. What was I doing? Okay. So here's what it looks like right now. There's still like I'm trying to figure out what I want to do to it to make it look more interesting. But like I'm also at a point where I'm like, what if I just said I was done? What if I just said, you know what? I think that this looks fine. You know? Like just said, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. But I'm still, it's like I'm kind of happy with it. I kind of like the way it looks, but I still don't like the areas. Like, and I don't know if they're like obviously copy and paste from someone who isn't the one who made it. But like to me, I can see all of the individual spots that are like very obviously copy and pasted. So like my brain is like, oh no, 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 that's not good. You gotta like make it look unique and fun. But my brush needs to work with me, please. So like, I'm just trying to figure out how I want things to look. So this is water, and then this is land. That, because I'm also trying to like give them enough surface area. Bleh. I'm real close to just saying I'm done. Here. What if I like split it up into a grid? You know, what if I like split it up into a grid and then did it grid piece by grid piece, and then I could like say when I was done based on how much diversity the grid piece has. Okay? Because like this bottom half I think is fine. I don't think I want to touch this bottom area anymore because it is relatively diverse. It's got a lot going on, so I don't want to touch it. But it looks like this midsection of this piece needs more, and all of this needs more. So let's go up here and focus on this midsection that looks very empty to me. And I can just like scroll upwards as I do it to try and make it more diverse. Because I don't think that it is with enough diversity. I think it needs a lot more added to it. Because I don't want to, like, because if you look at those pieces of the map individually, like, the moment I put it into a grid, it was so much easier to tell which pieces needed more. Like, which pieces already had enough and which pieces needed more. Because when you look at them individually, you can see which pieces have way more put into them than other pieces, because you can see, oh, well, this has like a bunch of islands in it, but this has nothing in it, type of thing. So, like, let's just add to this so that it's not... Stop. The lag is killing my brush. Hello? Did the stream crash? No, just my phone being stupid again. Once more, my phone does not properly load the stream sometimes, so then I can't tell if it's still alive. So, but we look good. We look like we're good. Okay. I can continue. Okay, well now I don't like this. I like this thing going on, I think, but I don't like how small that piece of land looks. This entire section needs more. Wait, is this land or ocean? Can't tell. Here, let me... Okay, so land, ocean, land, ocean, land, ocean, land, ocean, land. Okay, okay, okay. So this is land, so let's make it thicker. Ah, that's on the wrong layer. Love that for me. Oh, I do really want to give a like a cute little heart-shaped bay, because I think that that's adorable and I love it. And then this is an ugly little island right next to it. And a tiny little heart-shaped island, because why not? Ooh, you know what I kind of want to do in this space? Add a bunch of islands. Like that, you know? And then maybe even add kind of like this awkward little peninsula that goes there, you know? I think that that's fun. I think that that's neat. Oh, okay. How long has the stream been going? Hour 15, wow. My streams are getting longer. I've noticed that my streams are longer when it's world building stuff, and that makes sense, honestly. That makes a lot of sense. That they would be longer when it's something like world building, because world building takes a lot more time to do and work on. But okay. So I feel like this space is empty, but I think it's okay sometimes to have empty spaces on a map, you know? So I'm gonna leave that. So let's go up. And this is ocean and land. So let's... No, wait, what? Am I dumb? Oh, no, no, okay, so this is water, this is land, this is water, this is... Okay. It took me a minute to realize, like, what I was looking at on the map, so I needed a minute, but I got there eventually. Sorry if I go quiet, like, while I'm working on this. My brain gotta focus real hard on figuring out how I want stuff to look. Stop! Why my brush do that? Stop! 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 We're gonna keep doing this until the brush stops. Okay, there we go. I don't know why my brush gotta do that. Don't know why it's gotta be frustrating for no reason. I definitely want to add a little island right there. And maybe add one right there. Then we go up, and now we are at the North Cap. Okay. So, okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, I think I like that more now. I think that that fits the vibe a bit better. I think that that makes it look a little more fun. Okay. Now all I'm gonna do is add to this section up here in this top right corner. And then I can color it, and that should be fine. Cause like there are definitely some parts that I'm still not ecstatic about, but I don't want to make the map any more busy than it already is, and I think that it's fine for some parts of it. Well, actually, okay. I changed my mind. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mess with this area specifically a little bit, because I don't like all these straight lines. They make me mad. So we're gonna mess with this. And like I'm just adding kind of like sloppy random lines just to give it some oomph. And like not all of it needs to be curvy. Some of it can be straight, but like I don't want the map to feel that bland where there's just a bunch of straight lines everywhere. So we're gonna add some girth, add some thickness, and make the maps look more interesting. So I'm just trying to add some character to the places that look super flat. Okay. Okay, I like that better. I like that a lot better because now it's not just straight lines. Okay, now I think I can just focus on that top right block and be happy. But that was bothering me that I looked and I could see that there were straight lines in that bottom corner. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Gotta get my brain functioning. Gotta warm my... Oh. I'm through my drawing pin on accident for a second there. It's fine. I think right now I'm mainly bothered by this far right section. So let's add some character over here and give it some flavor so that it doesn't look so empty. Kind of like that. So don't do that, please. Add a fun little round guy there. Add a little bit more oomph to that section. Definitely gonna add an island there. And maybe 2 islands right there. Like that. Then I don't like how that line looks, so let's stop. Why? There we go. Just why my pen gotta do that, you know? Okay. Gonna add a series of islands here though. Like that. Add one right there. And maybe an offshoot one. And then this section is bothering me. So land, water, land, water, land. Okay. I just needed to make sure. I'm like paranoid that I'm gonna do a bunch of editing on the lines and then find out that I wasn't doing what I wanted to do and I was actually doing the opposite. So I have that and that, and then actually I'm gonna make this connect to the other side like that. Let's make this part a little thicker. Stop. Why my pin? Stop. 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 There we go. Still don't know why my pen feels the need to do that. It makes me big sad, you know? I just want to have a functioning pen. I do kind of like that, like almost touching feature. I'm gonna add a little island though. And maybe an island right there. And then this is another section where you can tell that it's like almost near perfect straight lines. Stop! Why? Why my computer gotta lag like that? And make my pen go all wonky. Well, like, I know that other artists have that problem because on one of my previous streams I talked about it, and one of my friends, like, said that they also had that problem where sometimes the pen just does that for no reason. So I don't know why, but I don't like it, and I think it's stupid. Stop! Why? Why? Oh, why do you do this? Why can't you just why? Okay. It's so frustrating. Okay. I'm gonna add just a little bit of flavor right here because it looks kind of bland. No, I'm not gonna add that in there. How do I feel about this? I like this a lot better. I like this 10 times more. I think that this works a lot better with the vibe that I wanted. And I think I feel comfortable coloring it now and seeing it as a full globe. So I'm going to just steal the color from this. So no. Is this colored based on like where the water's deeper? Because I can't tell. I think it might be like the darker shades of blue are the darker colors. Also, why is there no North Cap? There's Antarctica, but there's nothing on the top. The globe has a top, like a little ice cap up on top. We have one of those, right? I'm pretty sure both the North and the South Pole have ice caps. I'm decently sure. I don't think I'm wrong on that. But this map only has one of them. And I don't think I know the globe is a circle, but I don't think it works in this, like where Antarctica just, yeah, no. Okay. I'm gonna stop talking because my brain is empty. Okay, so we're going to water bucket all of this. Oh, that was beautiful. I didn't even expect it to do that. That was beautiful. I loved that. Oh my god. That was fantastic. And I greatly appreciate it. Now I gotta bucket all these lakes. This will be the bane of my existence. And I gotta color in all the tiny little gaps. This is going to get very unfun. But it's fine. I got this. I got this. Okay. You. I'm not seeing. Oh, lake. And then lake. And then there's a gap that I gotta color. Come here. Come here. Okay. Where'd the water go? There it goes. Okay. And then lake, 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 lake. Come on. There we go. Water. Bodies of water. They are everywhere. Okay. You, and you. Oh, and there's these two tiny ones. I need to color the gaps in on those. This is gonna take me a hot minute to like fine detail color. Or like to make sure that I haven't missed anything drastically important. Or like not drastically important, but I haven't missed any of the tiny little gaps in the water. Okay. Okay. You. This one and this one. This one. Oh, there's a tiny one that I'm gonna have to color in manually down here. Because that is too small to color in with the bucket tool. Okay. And then give me the bucket tool back. And this. Is that all of them? I think that might be all of the bodies of water. I think. I'm decently sure. I am... Oh, no. There's one... Oh, there's a few that I've missed. Okay. Trying to look over it again. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I think we're good now. Maybe I'm decently sure. It appears so. Because I'm not seeing anything at this current junction in time. Maybe I'll see it later and then feel stupid for missing it. But at this current moment in time, I don't see something that's meant to be a body of water that I've missed, I believe. So, I think I can add my green now, which will be a lot easier now that the bodies of water are colored. So I'm just going to steal color from the map again. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. And then moi. Now I can just What? And then, like, I'm gonna want to contract that, like, a little bit. Right, yeah. Now I can just... Actually, hold on. There we go. Ta-da! The globe. The globe, my friends. Gaze upon it. I'm gonna save it now. The globe. I'm finally finished with the base of the map. I have been working on this map for way too long. And I'm finally done with it. And yes, I am done with it. I'm not adding any lines or anything. This is, well, okay. This is the base of the map. I'm gonna add like mountain ranges and other things, and I'm gonna have to color which rings or which areas or which continents and all of that jazz. But the point is that this is the map. This is the map, and it's done. Like the base of it. The bodies of water are colored, the land is colored, I have the lines finished. I'm still desperately searching for something that I've messed up on and have to go back and color. I'm like trying to make sure as I'm talking that all of it is colored. It should be. I'm decently sure it is. Okay. The map is done. The map is done. I just have to finish doing all of the fancy coloring on it. And then it's done. And I'm so happy that it is finally done. I am going to say that that will be the end point for today's stream, I think. Just because it's finally, I completed the task that I so desperately wanted to do. So I am going to go ahead and say that that is all for the stream at this current juncture in time. Okay? That's it. I'm done with this at this current moment. Like, I had a lot of fun though. That was a lot of fun. Still mad at my computer and internet for lagging uncontrollably for no reason. But it's been fun and I enjoyed doing world building on stream. I might world build again next time on stream, unless there's a different specific request that's given in my server. I think that's it. If you're curious, when I say server, I have a Discord server. There's a link to join in the description. There's also a link to join in the VOD if you're watching the VOD. I will warn you that the welcome bot I think is broken for some reason. So if I don't see that you've joined and hit the rule follower thingy, like there's like rules and you have to react to it to get verified, but it's a manual verification because I don't trust bots. So if you do that and I miss it, please send me a DM on Discord. But that will be all for the stream today. I encourage you to check out my other streaming stuff. I stream every Friday and sometimes on Sundays when I have the motivation and drive to do so. But thank you for joining today, and I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you all again for my next stream. Thank you so much and have a great night.